I am Raphaele Leroy. I am the head of the engagement company for French retail banking, BNP Paribas. Alors, engagement company is a new job created in 2017 in BNP Paribas. And it's for us a new era of our business, because through this new job, we are very committed to put the social and the environmental goals in our core business. That means that we want to achieve our business goals, but at the same time, we want to contribute to the achievements of the SDG goals. That's a long work, but that's a new vision of our company.
So you've got a whole team now that's looking beyond just the financial goals that you would normally think. So what sorts of things are you doing in relation to refugees in a whole?
First, there was a very urgency situation, social and humanitarian urgencies. In 2015, we are struggling in Europe with a massive influx, excuse me for my English, of refugees. And we have to struggle, we have to respond. And the executive committee of BNP Paribas decides to launch a support plan. Donc, first 5 million euro to support the welcoming of refugees in Europe, and another one which is ending this year of 2 million euro. And this decision was very spontaneous. Why? Because first, this was a subject of humanitarian rights, and BNP Paribas is strong committed to respect and to protect these humanitarian rights. But also, that was a spontaneous decision for us because of the way we consider the role of a bank in the world. Our role is to support our current clients in their projects, but we think that we have also a role to the society, and especially to the inclusion of people, inclusion and social cohesion in the territories where we are implanted.
Where you're located, yes.
Where we have branches, where we have staff who lives, who works, and that's why also we launched this plan. Alors, when we decided to do that, we don't know we were not experts of this cause. So we learn with Singa, which is a social business created in France. We learn in order to understand which are the major breaks, the major hurdles that the refugees have to face. We heard the language barrier, but there is also no recognition of skills of diploma. And often when refugees arrive in France, they have to, perhaps despite their diploma, they have just applied for a low-skilled job, or they have to start new studies despite the studies in their countries, in their original countries. So when we have learned, we have no ready-made program, but we have the foundation BNP Paribas, which plays a key role in this program, and the 9 countries in Europe we are committed in this plan. We have just a common vision. We want to favorize both social and professional integration, and we are committing to this goal. And we want also support global not just financial support, but also to involve our staff in our actions, and also to try to progress in the way we do with our clients. That's also, and the staff is very proud to do that.
Wow, so we have a bank that is looking at humanitarian issues. It's an issue about people. And because you have employees from all over the world and you're representing globally, it's taking a stand to say, actually, it's not just about our customers, it's about people, it's about supporting the countries that our staff come from, and just doing the right thing, like, you know, just being a good, you know, helping to make the world a better place, which is phenomenal. What sort of impact have you been having so far?
I can perhaps refer about an experience with Simplon. Simplon is a tech for good. Donc we are ChangeNow, and that's the place to be to speak about Simplon. Simplon is a social business which aims to help unemployed young people, often who live in the défavorised areas in France, to find a job through the opportunity to learn them digital expertise, to learn them to code, to learn them to become web developer, and then to find jobs, because there is a tension in such jobs in France. So Frédéric Bordeaux, who is the founder of Simplon, decided 3 years ago to extend his activity, his social mission, to refugees. And he had deployed a tailor-made, a specific program to for these refugees, with a strong program of French, because the French often refugees speak very good English, but it's very difficult in French, as I in English. And so immediately we knew Frédéric Simplon, so we wanted to support this initiative. So we support the first classroom of RefuGeek, but that was not enough to support with just money. Because when you are a refugee, despite a very nice program, you are not already you cannot be employed already by a company. Because despite 9 months of French lesson, you don't speak good French, and you don't know the company culture, and you remain alone, and you have not the confidence. So Simplon has to find company that accept to integrate trainees, students in their company, with the objective, the goals to improve that the trainees improves their French and also develop their competencies. And when Frédéric Simplon told us about this major hurdle, Simplon is implanted in Montreuil, and in Montreuil we have our IT department. So I think it was very simple to create a bridge between Simplon and our IT division. And it was very more simple than I expected. When I told the IT division and the human resources that we have perhaps the opportunity to integrate the student, they mobilized to do that. And then we go with Singer, Singer, in this IT division to prepare the teams, because we can't do the same with the French trainee than with the refugee training. So we prepare them, and we show the volunteers to support them to create a player in the company. And that was wonderful, the reaction of the team. They don't say, oh yes, I'm going to have a social role. They say, it's very nice for us because there are talents. They are beyond refugee. There are talents. They had good job in their countries. They had good studies, and they speak very well English. It's important for us in French retail banking. And so that's very nice. And the first experience is successful because the 6 students that we integrated, we are going to find for them a durable work, and we do that. We take a new promotion of 6 students in this IT division. That's a little, but that's a very great experience because now there is links that had been created between staff and the employers. They have not just in their job. Often now, the weekend, they can spend little time together, and so they improve together their life. The apprentice improves his French, develop his network, and it's very important to when you are looking forward to social inclusion. It is very important, and for the volunteer from BNP Paribas is very proud to. He contributes to have a positive impact in the territory where he works, and it's very important for the company to have a staff very proud.
Wow, that's a lot. I love what you say there, that it's so much more than just giving money, because as a bank, you think, oh, it's easy way out. You've got loads of it, right? Just give the money. And so for you to team up with other organizations and really look at inclusion, to provide a really great example where actually you're transforming the lives of a refugee and integrating them. Because like you say, some of these people had really great jobs before they had to leave them. And so it's not as if they should become a cleaner or do these sorts of jobs that are much more lowly paid. They're very talented individuals bringing skills to the organization that were otherwise lacking in terms of ability to speak English, but their French isn't great. So it does complement the team, so it's wonderful to hear that. What I'd really love to ask, just in terms of closing, what lessons can other large organizations learn from this experience?
First, we are convinced that today collective progress will be achieved only if we all work to more equitable and sustainable growth. Today there are many agencies, refugee agencies, but many other agencies. There is the actual growth increase the difference between the richest nations, the richest people, and the poorest. And the gap has never been ever large. And that creates geopolitical risks, that creates tension, that creates extremism, that creates risks. And company and economic agents have to contribute. We have to do that alongside the government. We have to create a coalition between social business, association, state, to all together to create this more equitable growth, because we have to it's also for us, for our development in the long term. We have no choice today. What we learned today with social business, with refugee, is very important, because we learn and we can deeply change the way we work, and to combine business objectives and social objectives. And social business tech for good, we are here today, show that we can combine those goals. We can be more profitable, perhaps, if you are more engaged in the society. That's what we learn. And we learn every day with social business. They are our major partner in our are willing to contribute to this positive impact everywhere where we have branches. And as a bank, we have an advantage because we are in the center of many partners, of many clients, of companies. And we can perhaps facilitate the connection. We speak only about connection. How to facilitate connection between social business who want to place refugees and company who don't know how to find skills. For instance, we speak about the Tech Fuji Festival. Donc, during the festival, before the Tech Fuji Festival, we organized in Paris a connection between 7 companies, social companies, as Simplon, as Raphaele, as Rero, and others as FAS, who want to place refugees. And we have invited companies, informatic companies, restaurant companies, who are looking for new talents, who want diversity, and who need those skills. And we were all together. We have to be together. We have to create coalition. And that was a very, very nice connection. And then we got together to the Tech Fuji Festival to share. That was a wonderful, that's what we can do, connection. We can be the bank of the connection and bring with us all our clients.
Fabulous. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Raphaele Leroy.
Thank you.